What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Sydney Roosters Diehards. It is Haynesy here, and we are back for another team list predicted video. It's so good that the Roosters are back in action. I know it was great last week, relaxing, got the bye, 2 points, relaxing weekend, but I think it's fair to say that we're missing the Roosters just a little bit more than we read on a little bit. But the Roosters are back in action, fresh off the bye, taking on the Cronulla Sharks at Optus Stadium in Perth, kicking off at 5:30 p.m. this Saturday on the East Coast. I think 3:30 local time there in Optus Stadium in Perth. But twilight, good time slot at the twilight zone here on the East Coast. So what we're going to be doing, as per usual, if you aren't familiar, we're going through our predicted lineup. What most likely is going to be named this Tuesday, 4 p.m., where the team list gets announced at 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. Just a bit of a groundskeeping heads up that I have no insight or no knowledge or any insight from the club about the team list. This is basically my predicted lineup was most likely going to be named on Tuesday. Like I said, I have no insight or anything like that. It's just off my own apparel here. So let me know if you agree or disagree with my list. That's all I can say. But as always, guys, hope you guys enjoy it. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the Sydney Roosters Diehards and give us a follow on Instagram for your latest Roosters updates, news, and opinions. Just a reminder as well, won't be in Perth on Saturday, so we'll be doing a watch along on my personal channel, Haynesy_OT. And then after that, we'll have a match reaction and player ratings video on the Saturday evening. Get you through for the rest of the weekend. Obviously, we'll still have a lot of content coming away throughout the week as game day approaches. Right, let's get straight into it. Great to be back, isn't it? So, fullback is going to be James Tedesco, captain fullback. Pretty much explains himself there. Teddy there at the helm at fullback. The wingers will remain the same of Daniel Tupou and Mark Nawaqanitawase on the wing there. The centers, now Billy Smith. Now, this is an interesting one. Obviously, he come off with a bone bruising injury. I think got ruled out after halftime. Didn't come back in that game against Manly. I know we've got about a 16-day break in between games, so close to 3 weeks of not playing. About 2.5 weeks without playing. So haven't been given much detail into the club. All we've known that is that Billy Smith was obviously getting assessed and potential rehab options to see what the issue is. Casualty ward to be confirmed. There was images going around the Roosters at training today with Victor and Spencer and all that. Didn't see Billy Smith out there, so I am hesitant to pick Billy Smith this week. So I think he, especially going over to Perth, travel, I think midweek, so it might be too close to be 100% fit. So I think Billy Smith might be given the week off this week and get himself ready for the next game. So left center. So I think Tommy Talau is back too. So that's some great news that we've got some more options. Tommy Talau, Junior Ponga. But what I saw in that 40 minutes against Manly, I was impressed and give him a go. Hugo Savala, I'm naming him at left center. Like I said, he filled in, did a great job. Defensively, can cover that position well. Obviously, as a half, he's got some good hands, good ball skills. So I think he'll do it. I think he wouldn't put a foot wrong at left center. So I'm going to give him the opportunity. Hugo Savala, left center. I think that's if whether or not Robbo goes that way. Like, who knows? Maybe Billy Smith's available, but just basically there's been no set concrete that Billy Smith's going to play this week. Not much been said, so I'm going to rule him out this week and get the opportunity of the Hugo Savala. At right centre, I'm going with Rob Toya. Speaks for itself there. Bobby T is in great form at the moment. Into the halves remain the same of DCE in jersey number 6 and Sam Walker in jersey number 7. The front row remains the same as well. Nafahu White in 8 and Lindsay Collins at 10. In the hooker position is, of course, Reece Robson. Right, let's get into the back row. On the left edge, and jersey number 11, it will remain the same, Angus Crichton. Now, in jersey number 12, a few options here, but it is going to be the return of Victor, the inflictor, Derek Radley. He's going to be named in jersey number 12. I think the way that we've been going with Victor the last year or two, trying to limit head knocks, I just think that the Roosters are going to probably put Victor on the edge. I know Sewa's been playing well there, but having the experience of Victor Radley will definitely, I think, fair to say, maybe more comfortable DC defensively with Victor Radley on his inside and obviously on his outside Rob Toy. I think we'll be much better defensively on that right edge. So and I just can't see Victor being named at lock because of the head knocks recently. There's been measures in the past to have him on the edge and limit his tackling. So I think that's why that Victor will be named on the right edge. In jersey number 13, it is going to be Connor Watson. Now, one of the things that I took away from the game against Manly, and I know it was unfortunate what happened with Egan Butcher, and I'm glad that he's okay and all that, but obviously with the Egan Butcher head knock, that ruled him out for pretty much most of the entire game against Manly. Connor Watson played the majority of that game at lock, and what I saw was very impressive. And even in that short sample size in that 40 minutes against Penrith, where they're both on the field together, Robson and Watson, and that combination together between them in the middle is starting to create dividends. So I'm going to remain that as well. So Connor Watson named at 13. Right, onto the bench. In jersey number 14 is going to be Nat Butcher. Now, Nat Butcher had a fantastic game in the middle the last game against Manly. So I'm going to name him in jersey number 14. In jersey number 15, Siwa Wong. Now, Siwa can obviously relieve Victor Radley on the edge and play a bit of middle as well. So we can sort of rotate with Siwa Wong off the bench as well. In jersey number 16, I know this is not going to be a popular opinion, but Egan Butcher will be named in jersey 16. I know he's coming back from a head knock, but obviously he's cleared and will be available for selection in round 16, round 6, 16-day break. I just can't see Robbo not leaving him out of the side, so that's why I'm not going to embarrass myself and not name him. Then he gets named and look like an idiot. So Egan Butcher in jersey number 16. And in jersey number 17, it is going to be another big return. We've got Victor Radley on the edge and off the bench. Back fence Spencer Leinu lines up for the first time this season in jersey number 17. Obviously, having that impact off the bench of Spencer Leinu. Look, I can see a world where we could even start Spencer, Lindsay, then Nafahu White lock, and then Watson 14. But we've seen that Nafahu White's better in the middle, and we bring Spencer off the bench. I think that's the best to balance it all together, in my opinion. So that's why I'm naming Spencer off the bench in jersey 17. But won't be surprised if they go Nafahu White lock, Lindsay, Spencer, Watto 14. It would not surprise me by the slightest. And then obviously there'll be interchange replacement players. Jersey number 18, Cody Ramsey, and jersey number 19, Celeste Feketi, and jersey number 19. That rounds out the interchange bench. And the reserves are Junior Ponga in jersey 20, Benai Uelu in jersey 21, and jersey number 22. Missing out this week in this 19, Blake Steep, which is a bit harsh, but I think that the fact of having Spencer and Victor returning, and considering the fact that Blake Steep was the one who was sacrificed against Manly, where Hugo Savala come on. Obviously, circumstances might be different, but that was the one that they didn't put on the field was Blake Steep. Might be a little bit of indication that he might be, looks like Feketi might have got the nod over him at the moment. Who knows? Time will tell, but obviously we'll find out tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Right, folks, that will conclude today's team list lineup. So going through it one more time, fullback James Tedesco, Daniel Tupou, Martin Awangandine-Tawase in the wings, the centers of Hugo Savala and Rob Toya, the halves of Daly Cherry Evans and Sam Walker, the front row of Nafahu White and Lindsay Collins, hooker Reece Robson, the edge back rows of Angus Crichton and Victor Radley, and jersey number 13, Connor Watson, the bench of Nat Butcher, Siwa Wong, Egan Butcher, and Spencer Leinu. The replacement players, jersey number 18, Cody Ramsey, 19, Celeste Feketi, and the other remaining players, Junior Ponga, Benai Uelu, and Blake Steep. The coach, of course, is Trent Robinson. Right, folks, that will conclude today's team list predicted lineup. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in your comments down below if you agree or disagree. Link is in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. If you're new, give us a follow on the Instagram for your latest Roosters updates, news, and opinions. Wednesday, we'll be joined by Lummy for the Chook Chat podcast. Thursday, we'll have a little bit of a day off there. Friday, match preview. Saturday, watch along on Haynesy and Score IT. Match reaction here on the Diehards. Player ratings on the Diehards. And then on Sunday, back for a weekend wrap-up. Till then, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye for now.